It is great to be recognized. So when you're hiring lawyers for for these different branches of your or different locations across the country, across the Midwest, there. So my question is that who is your what kind of lawyer are you going after? Are you looking for someone that's been around for a little bit? Are you looking for young guys out just trying to make a name for themselves? Or is it a mix between? I mean, what exactly are you looking for when you're trying to hire a lawyer?
Well, one thing we have learned is we're really bad at training baby lawyers. So we don't hire anybody straight out of law school. We get a lot of applications from those guys and or young women, and we're not set up to do that. Our client base, if we're looking just at our avatar client, it's ambitious entrepreneurs. And so we want somebody with some experience, with a little street smarts, who's been around the law business and, knows how to go litigate a case if they need to, and who just has some negotiation skills and knows how the game, for lack of a better word, works in the law business. And we've brought attorneys from sort of parallel skill sets and moved them in, so like out of collections law or out of insurance defense law. And we can train those attorneys and bring them up and get them up to speed real quick. But, the main fulcrum of what our attorneys need is just this ability to fearlessly go take somebody down to the courthouse if they need it. So that's our common denominator.
So how hard was it to find or to develop your customer avatar, your ideal customer? Because the thing is that I did a whole podcast on this and how important it is. And once you find what that customer avatar is, what that ideal customer is, it really makes marketing and advertising a whole lot easier.
I'm going to kind of twist your question in this regard, okay? And,
yeah.
I'm a lawyer, so you can make fun of me for that, okay? And so, people always smart off about lawyers, and I say, they've been a bunch of jerks since, St. Paul, St. Thomas More, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln. They're just a bunch of punks. But anyway, so your question is, the avatar, when I started this law firm, and I used to do a whole lot of different types of law, I knew who I wanted because I still work for him. As a matter of fact, I just got a text before we started from, one of the clients, one of the 5 or 10 clients it was in my mind that I wanted to work with when we started this law firm. So that was easy. What was a little bit more difficult is finding the avatar attorney, because there's a lot of attorneys that are, good at desk work. And there's a lot of attorneys that are just, straight hardcore litigators. And we have to have people that are kind of like Swiss Army knives in the middle of that with a variety of skill sets. And that's important. And maybe the other concept I want to toss out there is, I always talk about how the people that work for our firm, our company, whichever you want to call it, are our internal customers. I have to be able to provide something to them. And one thing I found that we're really good at is we take attorneys who have been working for other firms for 6 or 8 or 5 years, and they're just burned out because the other firms are just wearing them out. And that's pretty common with big law, but we just had an interview yesterday with a family law attorney who did some other civil litigation, but her law firm kept making her do family law, and she's just sick of it because she's sick of waking up, to phone calls on the weekend from, about child custody or visitation. And I guess getting back to the main point, we have figured out, these are our avatar attorneys. When we see them from our recruiting ads, we know it like that.